I wonder if, I mean, I definitely feel like the Three of Swords is going to play out for both of you, but I kind of get the feeling that the other person may be a little heartbroken that they can't, like, make something work with you. The High Priestess, this being the overall here, is about things that you may not be aware of. You may know intuitively, but like I always say with her, it's like not having the facts to support it, but it's also about hidden information that becomes available. Secrets do come into play here, but I'm not seeing, an intent to deceive. Now, it could just be things that you're, withholding, though, too. But I don't really see that moving forward on this. But I don't think that, you're really satisfied with, what's coming through in regards to this person. It's like not wanting to settle for anything less than full commitment because of the Hierophant. But let's start from the beginning. So when you see the Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands type of combination, this is really about, which person here has the weight on them or the burden that they're carrying, and the other person who's willing to work with them regardless of that. So it may be that you are offering your assistance to someone else and wanting to help them deal with the burdens that they're carrying. And with the Ace of Cups coming in after that, that's you offering them a new start, a new beginning. Let me help you. I can make this situation work. I want to be in a relationship with you. Here is this new beginning here. With the Ace of Cups, it's beautiful, right? I mean, that's what you want to see as far as a relationship. With the Knight of Cups, I like it, but I feel like they're wanting to follow their heart, but I don't know that they do or that they can, despite the fact that you may be offering some assistance to them to have this new beginning with you, especially in love, right? Obviously. Now, coming out of that, though, you are showing the Ace of Swords, which to me is, speaking a truth. It's not that you're accepting a truth here, but you're also wanting truth and clarity as far as where this relationship is going. With the Magician, they may be telling you that, they feel like it's time for them to make something happen. But I think that the truth here in this situation is they have a lack in confidence in their ability to let go of their burdens from the past, whatever those burdens may be, and whatever is stopping them from moving forward with you. I don't really feel bad about the Knight of Cups. I feel like, they want this offer. They want to be with you, but for some reason they can't. I think that they try, but really it's like they can't make something happen. And that may be the truth that's kind of coming out to you. Because with the Four of Cups ultimately coming out, especially on your side, this is, being dissatisfied, not being happy with what you're seeing as far as the other person. And with the Hierophant being right in the middle, I don't think that you want to have, an untraditional relationship. I think that, this is about you not wanting to settle for anything less than full commitment. But with the Three of Swords, right, it may be heartbreaking for both. But I think on their side, the heartbreak is coming in because they feel like they can't make something happen. And then the Wheel of Fortune, but really it's up to them. I feel like it's up to them. When I pulled all of these for the Three of Swords, what I feel like is going on here is that this person is trying to get their life in order. I think that maybe they don't think that it's your responsibility, and it's not that you see it as a responsibility. You see it as just, let me help you. I can give you what you need. I want to have a relationship with you, and I know you want the same thing. But they may feel like there are responsibilities that they need to take care of. Now, with the Eight of Pentacles, right, I don't think that this is about a lot of hard work and effort that's being put into this relationship. I think it's what they're focused on and what they feel like they need to do, what they need to work on, whether it's with themselves or within their lives. And for some of you, you're going to be dealing with a person here that may feel like they need to kind of create stability for themselves. But that comes at a price. With the Tower, it almost feels like, but the thing is for me is that maybe it's needed in their life. Like they need, the false, the fake, everything that's not supporting them to go away so that they can start over. And it doesn't mean that they don't want to start over with you. It's just that they feel like they need to kind of, be responsible for themselves almost. Now, while they're trying to figure things out with the Two of Pentacles, I don't feel like this is you bending over backwards. You may not be happy with the outcome on this, but I think that you're willing to do, what's necessary to kind of keep the situation going. I don't think that you want to give up on this or them. But, the balancing act, right? Now, with the Eight of Wands and the Four of Wands, you may want them to kind of like hurry up and figure it out, or, this is you keeping up the communication about what you're intending here, having the traditional relationship, possibly living together, moving in together, right? But I also feel like they're trying to work on something else because, again, we're heartbroken coming out on this. Now, definitely, I feel like with the Eight of Wands, we're talking about communication, but not actually having contact with this person. And it doesn't mean that they're at a great distance from you, but you're not actually connecting is what I feel like here. Now, with the Wheel of Fortune, right, like you're hoping that these circumstances will turn in a much better way. But for them, like I said, them changing their life is going to come at a price. And maybe they just can't do it right now, and maybe they need a little bit more time to kind of figure their thing out, right? But with the Two of Pentacles, you can make the choice to kind of drop this if you want to. But like I said, what I feel like is happening here is that there are some things that maybe you don't understand as far as what's going on with their life. I think intuitively you know. I don't think that, it's anything secret that they're trying to keep from you. I just think that in some part here, it's like not wanting to be talked about because it's just so much, right? To me, it looks like this person doesn't want to bring in all this baggage to you, even though you're the one showing, I can help you and I can make this work. Right? But I would definitely say here that, with the Hierophant being in between this, if you want to have something traditional or fully committed, don't settle, right? Like, don't settle for just a little bit if you want, this person to be with you, right? Like, I want you to say that you are with me. I don't want you to feel like you have to keep it secret or hide it. And then the Queen of Cups. All right. What I don't like here is the Devil. So the Six of Wands, this is somebody who is putting themselves out there. And definitely with the Knight of Cups with this deck, you're having an encounter, right? Now, and that's great. And I do think that this person has probably stirred up some feelings for you, but the problem is they may be involved somewhere else and they may have gotten connected with you based on lust, because that is what the Devil is. Right now, for some of you, you're going to be the one going, well, what the hell, and looking at the fact that they are in another relationship. I don't necessarily feel like you're spying here. But then again, it may be that you had a connection or an encounter with this person because they put themselves out there, but yet they're kind of like moving from relationship to relationship, and you're kind of like on looking here, which could be the case with the Devil, because I don't feel like, that's you doing things based on lust, because you're the one that's showing new love. Now, coming out of that, though, you are looking at a new beginning with the Ace of Wands, and with the Queen of Cups, this could be you being still very loving and still very nurturing to this person, because I kind of see that with her with this deck. There's definitely love. Somebody loves somebody here. And there's definitely a new opportunity. And this opportunity does, talk about walking away from the past, right? And having a new connection here, And this could be you or the other person here with the Queen of Cups. But if you're having a new beginning with somebody who didn't really, stay involved with you, I still feel like this is a good opportunity. You may have had a connection based on lust, and that may have been what it was, but I don't think that, the relationships that they get involved with have a lot of meaning. I think that there's more meaning and more of an emotional connection when it comes to you. Yeah, and then the Six of Cups, and I feel like that's both. So what I'm getting from this, first of all, with the Chariot, this is, as I refer to as the sneak attack, someone coming out of nowhere and wanting to take control of this relationship and give it a sense of direction. But I don't think that there was, now with the Chariot, absolutely, we could be talking about long distance relationships, somebody at a distance, coming out of nowhere and wanting to have an encounter with you and kind of putting themselves out there. Now, moving into the Magician here with the Five of Wands and the Devil, this is definitely about making something happen, somebody making something happen or using, their tools, so to speak, to, have an encounter with you, but yet at the same time, they're not using, their own ability to make something work with you, even though they still want you. And that's what I'm getting from this. With the Six of Cups, absolutely, I think that the both of you are looking back at how things may have been in the past or how good it was in the past, but wanting it to be something that means a little bit more this time, right? Because we're still looking at the Ace of Wands. And it's almost like with new love, you may be looking at them as a brand new person, right? But they are definitely tied to your past, in a past situation that kicked this off to begin with, But the Six of Cups is like somebody longing for that kind of connection to come back. And I think that there will be an opportunity for that to happen for some of you. I think that, rather than like trying to drop a load on you, I mean, like whatever has been weighing on them, they just need to be open about how they're feeling, right? Because there's definitely a connection there, but it's like you're understanding each other all over again. Now, the past with the Three of Cups, like I've been saying this week, this and the Nine of Swords is very connected. They're basically the same concept, just different aspects. And with Judgment being there, it's like looking at things in your relationship and going, things are not that bad, right? So there is the healing of the broken heart here with the Three of Cups, mending of a situation, right? It looks good. But where you move into is like, well, what the hell? Those things should have been cleared up. You already went through the judgment phase, but somebody is feeling like they're not getting the attention that they deserve. And it may be because somebody is being a little bit detached with the King of Swords. Now, moving out of that with the Ten of Wands, again, this one to me is somebody who is just looking to, relieve whatever has been weighing on them. But it's not really being handled in the right way, right? But this could also be like makeup sex, seriously. Like you're making up with this person once they release everything that they've been hanging on to. Because the Three of Wands, I mean, that's you and the other person realizing that you still feel the same way about each other. But I think something happens in the middle here where someone is just not being very open about what is going on in their mind. The Ace of Cups, like I feel like some of you may be a little bit disappointed that this new beginning isn't happening right now in the moment, or somebody else is not as invested as you are in a new beginning in the relationship, right? Because you should be there now. That is where you should be, especially after, going through having to mend some issues here and looking at the relationship differently and, getting rid of anything that felt stagnant in the relationship, right? But definitely it's because somebody had to come in here and fix some issues. And then the Empress, all right. And I don't really see that as a bad thing. I actually feel like with the Empress here, somebody, traditionally here, it's like somebody's being a little bit more caring. Now, some of you may feel really good, though. Maybe feeling a whole lot better about your relationship looking at the Empress, right? I don't think you're tempting anything here, because it's like, with the Three of Wands, I think what makes you feel good coming out here is that you're having like this brand new connection with this person. I mean, you start with the 3 and end with the 3 and the 3, right? But I like it. I don't feel like it's a bad thing with the Empress. But I do feel like if you are like the female Pisces within the relationship, then, this is definitely going to make you feel a lot better about yourself, And for the men, right, like whoever you're dealing with, whether they're male or female, it doesn't matter. They're going to feel a lot better about themselves, But more specifically, this is going to be about a female feeling better coming out.